If you're new to the channel, I go by PyroPen Art. I've been making digital art for about 4 years now. You can find my art in my shop right here. I have prints, stickers, keychains, and banners available. And if you want my Patreon for exclusive discounts, the link is also right here. You can find my Instagram and my TikTok link right here. Also find my custom brushes in the link below. But if you're way too lazy to type all that in, go down to the description box and there will be a link there for all of those links. By the end of the video, if you like the video, like the video. And now, back to the video. So I didn't want to bore you guys with dropping colors on it, so I just sped right through it. We're going to first work on Harley's eyes here, but in the beginning you saw me finger paint because I think I was live and they dared me to finger paint instead of using the Apple Pencil. But yeah, this is basically my process on drawing Harley's eyes. Let's watch. So these light reflections right here are super important to me. I love doing the reflections on the eyes, and you can see that I use a screen layer on them, I believe, and just turn down the opacity to my liking. And then obviously just add that white reflections just to make it stand out even more. Then from here, I'm just going to start doing the hair shadows, which is just a darker color than the skin tone. And now it's just going to be shadows and highlights all over the face, and then, you know, adding the blush and all of that good stuff. And now moving on to the clothing area, just doing some hard shadowing here. So like the important thing here is try to make it look like the actual material, sort of, kind of. It is somewhat leathery, but I don't know, I just kind of use a normal brush for it, so we'll see what the textures looks like at the end of it. So here you got to make sure, you know, this area looks nice and plump. Get the shadowing correctly, because this is like one of the main focuses on the art. Also make sure you're doing some hard shadowing as well. I found that to be very useful, and it's changed my art significantly since I started. Now time to work on her skin a little more. Making sure all the hair shadows are perfectly aligned. And the thing about Harley is though, on her skin, she's actually pale. So if you didn't notice, I actually colored her with normal skin tone, and then I just turned down the saturation overall on the skin just to give it that pale look. Then here on the hair, adding the highlights, which I find easier when you just put a giant paint mark and then just erase from there and make some spikes. So much easier than just individually drawing the spikes themselves. And of course you gotta add the blue, which I just did on another layer, deleted what I could, and then progressed from that. I basically just blended it in just so, you know, it looks kind of natural. And then I decided to go with pink instead of red because I kind of like the pink more. It's always a little tricky finding out the shadowing for pink. Pink and red is, I find, like the hardest to find the shadowing for, the shadowing color. Here I'm just making my spikes, deleting what I can, and adding the highlights. So if you guys want my brushes that I use for this drawing and any of my drawings, I do have a brush pack available on Gumroad for Procreate. Feel free to visit it in my bio. It's only $10, and trust me, it is the best deal for the brushes for you to make anime art on Procreate. Honestly, for the hair, I'm just doing whatever I want, putting in the shadows where I want it to be, where I think it's going to be, and just soft brushing the shadowing. It really does just come with time and skill to know where these things should be at, but mainly I've just been using, I believe, my line brush pen, also in my anime brush pack, available now in the bio. Of course, I always love putting paint on the eyelashes these days, so let's go do that right now. And then from here, I wanted to add some marks on her face. Unfortunately, I didn't want to ruin the beautiful face, but it actually looks cooler since Harley looks like she just like took a nice picture right after a fight. So that was like the look I was going for. Like right after she fought, she took this nice looking photo. So bruises are kind of easy. You just do like, you know, red paint. Then I just do either round brush or soft airbrush, and then just add some lines on it to make like the bruising, and then just erase from there, just like that. But here I wanted to make it look like her mascara is running off, so I made it the same color as her eyelashes or eyeshadow, one or the other. Not sure. Eyeshadow? Yeah, eyeshadow. Then just, you know, did the same thing, just duplicate it, change it to the other side, and then just change the coloring to blue. Shortcuts, people. Shortcuts. Added some more blood marks on her. And then the background, I got the Harley font from a different app, and I just like duplicated it and mirrored it. And then from here, I'm just using a light pen, which is also in the brush pack, by the way. And I'm just making some weird emotes. emotes, whatever. And obviously I'm putting the ha 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 because I love that stuff. It looks very cool. Just making it look as loud and colorful as possible, just to catch your attention. That's all it is. Trying to incorporate as much of Harley in the background as I can. And you know, just some weird faces. It's pretty cool, right? Voices, the voices in my head. Then here I'm just like warping or changing the size of things, making sure that it looks good. And I erase some of the font to make it look stylized with a different brush pen, I think. Pretty sure. From here, added some smoke effects, but you could barely see it, but it's there, I promise. To give it some more atmosphere, you know? Especially in the back. Just gives the piece a little more depth. Then here I'm adding the glow, the outer glows, which comes from the background. So let it reflect on the body. This side is obviously going to be the pink from that pink font, and then the other side will probably be blue, most likely, what I'm counting on. Yep, blue. And then, you know, it really depends on like what's behind her, and then you could just make the outer glow base off that, which I think adds to it nicely. Now it actually looks like she's part of the background instead of like it looking separate. And right there it's green. It's subtle, but when you see it, you know, it looks good. Outer glow, guys. It's all about the outer glow. Then here, I'm adding a shadowing layer and then just erasing the parts that I don't want, which I find the easiest to do. If you guys want a tutorial for that, like a longer tutorial for that, for shadowing like this, let me know. Because I do it almost every time now. Because it makes my art look super cool. And it makes it look like I know what I'm doing. Just, you know, erase where it makes sense. That's all that matters. Alright, and there we have it. Anime Harley Quinn, going at it, fixing the shadowing. And she is available now, in charm form, in print form, and soon to be in banner form. Also, make sure you hit like, drop a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Find all my socials below. Have a good day, guys. Until next time.